Yo, what is good? What is going on, and welcome back to another video. As y'all can tell, I'm super hyped because I officially made it to day 200 of No Fap, man. Oh man, alright, so yeah, like I'm not gonna scream because I don't wanna fuck with the neighbors and shit, because it is a little late. It's not late, but it's late. But yo, 200 days of No Fap. It's a blessing. Let me just start right there. It is a blessing that I lasted this long. It's a blessing that for the first time in my life, it's probably the longest commitment I've ever made to myself, and actually, went through with it. So I'm happy about that. Like I'm really happy about that shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know I've yo-yoed with the weight loss thing. Even now, still, up and down, but for this month, I've been just truly focused, all leading into, my birthday. Alkaline. I love it. So yeah, man, 200 days of No Fap. I'm trying to think. Well, today in general, there's a big lesson, or at least just lessons that I've learned while on this journey. But today really put it to the test. Our brains are highly dysfunctional. Let me just start with that. Like, our brains are so dysfunctional, and it's not really our fault. It's that, unfortunately, we fall into these habits and we condition ourselves to think a certain way, right? And unfortunately, leading up to this point, to like, no fap, right? And so on, a lot of how my brain has processed things has come from a very dysfunctional, broken, lower vibrational self, and I've been on this earth 36 years. It'll be 37 years this July. Thank you, Lord. I've been dysfunctional for a good part of my life, I mean, just thinking of traumas that I've experienced and have gone through, have gotten through, have worked through, still working through. The process of healing it's painful. It's so painful. It's like, emotionally, when you're able just to kind of put memories and experiences just kind of in the closet, but as you realize, as you become an adult, this closet is like literally about to burst the fuck open and just push everything back out at you. And you can either decide to leave the house and go somewhere else, but it's not going to change anything because you never really dealt with your shit. You have to actually clean out this closet. Like, you gotta clean it out, gut it out. And unfortunately, everything you grab has a memory attached to it. And like, it's hard, yo. It's really hard. But I'm glad that, I've made it through. I'm thankful for the growth. Because even now, from time to time, I'll just start getting into that negative spiral, and just. But I'm thankful that I'm at such a point. I have so many different outlets and practices, and ways to manage my my emotions, my feelings, way to manage my shit, my way of thinking, so that I'm not just all in the world being all crazy and shit, and it's really put me in such a much better place to where now I can be of better use to more people. I can help more people from the shit that I've dealt with. There's a gentleman now, he be posting stuff online about, his soon-to-be ex-wife, and just, man, it's crazy because, I never try to make him feel like his feelings are not valid, because they are. Like, they're completely valid. But it's just a matter of how he's handling the situation. He can very well make it worse for himself. you know? And it's like he puts everything out on social media, and he's like, oh, she's such a horrible person, and blah, 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 and this and this. And I mean, I could just see him if he was in the ocean drowning, he is fighting tooth and nail to grab onto something. And essentially that something he's trying to grab onto to stay afloat is control. And I mean, man, it's like it truly breaks my heart. It does, because I know that feeling. I deeply know that feeling, and I'm so blessed and thankful that I'm beyond that I've worked through that, you know, that I've gotten beyond that point, you know, to where I can really just kind of take a step back and be like, whoa, okay, this can get dangerous. This can get bad, you know. And so I just I do my best to provide, you know, just words of understanding, you know, and because some people get on like, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, and it's like I never want to do that, you know. It's important to acknowledge and validate, you know, how he feels, because yeah, I mean, he's hurting, he's completely hurting, and I get it, you know. But on the back end, having kids involved and so on and so forth, there's a very specific way that he should learn, you know, to respond and handle it. But he's just more or less like, it's almost like he just wants to convince everyone that she's a horrible person. And it's like, bro, that's not going to do you any good on the back end. Like the more you try to convince everybody else you're a horrible person, you're going to make yourself look bad. And the courts may not like that. Like, they're really not going to like that. You know? But yeah, but everything truly does happen for a reason. I know it does, and there's no coincidence that, excuse me, with the growth that I've been on this whole journey, you know, that I've been able to provide, you know, help for people I know, you know. But yeah, man. So, NoFap. There is something truly amazing about when you stop masturbating and you stop, you know, watching porn. You know, now don't get me wrong, it is kind of like the ultimate case of blue balls, but but literally though, you become so well practiced in just being productive and just managing your life, managing your emotions, and just becoming more of just the natural born leader that God made you to be. And it's like you spend so much of your time, you know, growing and then challenging yourself, and then allowing the world to challenge you on the back end, you know, to continue testing yourself and seeing where you are on your growth path. That, you know, I mean, blue balls are not like, it really doesn't matter. It's like, yo, all that's insignificant, because at least when you do get back in practice, excuse me, of, you know, just mating or having sex, whatever you want to call it, you actually have deeper connections with people. You know, like even now, like I've built even stronger friendships with people, stronger friendships with women. You know, and it's not even coming from a place of like, oh, yeah, let me slide in, you know, on the back end. Let me, like, nah, it ain't none of that. It's just genuinely like, yo, I'm Preston, she's whoever she is, you know, and truly like just building amazing friendships, which is something a lot of men really can't have with women. You know, like they struggle with it due to, you know, attraction and, oh my God, I'm in the friend zone and blah 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 and all this other stuff. And it's like, I don't know, like when you accomplish this and you just living life by a certain set of rules and living life as you see fit, yeah, like you ain't worried about essentially relationships. You ain't worried about, oh, I'm missing out on this person, missing out. Nah, because at the end of the day, you no longer have that scarcity mindset. So you're not just trying to force a situation, you know, so that this way you feel loved and wanted and needed. Like you do all that for yourself. You know what I mean? All the love that I feel is from me and of me. I mean, yeah, you know, I got my little girl, you know, but it's like I no longer feel like, damn, like I need to have somebody in my life. I need to be in a relationship. Like that doesn't it doesn't identify me. You feel me? It's like it doesn't identify me. It doesn't mean I'm any less than, given that I am single. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't, like that shit just, I don't know, it feels different now. You know what I mean? Like it really, really feels different now, and there are people in my life who are like, well, why aren't you out there dating? Why aren't you out? I said, why should I? I'm okay. Like I ain't, and of course, well, what if you miss out? Like, well, I just gotta jump on the first motherfucker I see? No, like I'm good. Excuse me. It's like, yo, like I'm good, yo. Like I ain't tripping. I ain't worried about none of that shit. Just focus on building the life that I deserve. You know what I mean? Just being a solid provider for myself and my little girl, and that's it. Everything else, whoever walks away, they walk away. Whoever comes in, they come through. But there's not that seeking, that validation, that wanting people to like you, wanting people to love you. Like there is none of that anymore. And I really feel like that's like the biggest part of this whole NoFap journey. The amount of self-love that you establish, like just in your heart, And it changes things, like they say all the time, love yourself so you can love other people and so on. And it's like, yo, like real talk. Like when you truly love who you are, like, yo, I'm gonna keep it 100. There's plenty of times I just look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, bro, boy, you look good. You look good, bro. You know what I mean? And I give myself that compliment. You know what I mean? The shit, I boost my own ego. You know what I mean? I don't go out there and okay. Well, let me see if I can find somebody else to tell me I look good. Nah, fuck that. I look good. I'm not ugly. I'm not. And I feel good about it. Like I genuinely feel good about it. There was such a time in my life to where my old way of thinking was if I ever gave myself compliments like that I'm being cocky or arrogant, But it was like, yeah, if I do that, like that's only something cocky people do. And nobody likes a cocky person. And it's like, bro, that's confidence, dog. That's confidence. Like you got the wrong definition, my guy. It's like that is just a level of confidence that I have. Of course, not being cocky whatsoever. It's just I know I look good and I know I'm not for everybody. That's okay. That is okay. You're not for everybody. A lot of people that you may like may not like you. It's okay. A lot of people that like you may not like them. It's okay. You feel me? Like, you're good. No matter what, you're good. Some will, some won't. In the end, it's alright. I mean, it's your life regardless. Like, why be so down and out about people who don't like you? Like, why be so distraught? Oh, they don't like me. Okay, so what? So what? Somebody will. But in the meantime, if you put your whole purpose on someone else loving you and liking you, then what are you doing for your life? You ain't building nothing. You ain't building a brand. You ain't building a business. You ain't building your finances. You ain't even building your body. You ain't doing nothing. You're not building a damn thing for your life. And it shouldn't be that way. It should never be that way. Like the whole point of life is for man to seek his purpose and live through his purpose. And then the right people, they'll come along. 100%. But life is good though. Like I have to admit. From where I was when all this started till now, life is as beautiful as it could ever be. Yeah, things ain't turn out the way I may have wanted it to, but the way things are now, I'm very happy with that. Super happy with that. And plus, I know that there's more blessings on the way. Like I said, shit may not have happened the way I wanted it to, but God got his hand on my life, 100%. And he's working this all out. And I will continue to seek my purpose, live through my purpose, continue to build, continue to grow, right? Because like I said, growth, like the growing part is the main thing though. Like you have to just be focused on your personal growth. You got to dig deep. You got to face a lot of trauma, a lot of shit. But like when you truly get on the other side of healing, and of course, I'm not fully healed per se, but I'm definitely in a much better space than what I was before. And why these niggas gotta be so loud? Every day they come in, they loud as shit. Okay, cool. So yeah, um, forgot what I was saying. I really did because they distracted me, but it's all good. Um, your growth is the most important thing because it's peeling back layers. You know, it's shedding your toxicity. You know, and like for my boy who's like all over social media, you know, bashing his soon-to-be ex-wife and everything else, it's like, bro, you got some healing to do. Like, you got to face and get rid of your own toxicity. You know, I mean, you sitting there talking about her, she does. It's like, bro, you kind of ain't shit right now, bro. You you looking kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you got to really face your shit. Don't worry about anybody else. You know, they say it takes one to know one. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the universal idea behind it all. You know, you used to do, yeah, I don't like that person because of blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, what does it say about you? Like how do you recognize that behavior? Because it's something in you that resonates with that. You feel me? So, yeah, man, it's just a lot of healing that will come from this. But a lot of beautiful and positive things, man. You just got to, you know, stay positive. Always have a positive outlook. Even when shit gets like, what the fuck? Like, you just know that life, that this isn't the be all end all. You know, that this is just a moment in time for you to just feel however which way you got to feel about the moment. Get through it, keep pushing. And that's it. Alright, so either way, I'm going to leave it at that. I had to rock the Houston Astros shirt for day 200. It's kind of a big deal today, for real. Like, I'm real happy about today. But, yeah, man. So either way, every single day, we will show gratitude, right? We're going to show gratitude to the universe and to God because it is very important that we show and are grateful for the life that we have. Every last bit and piece about it, all the trauma, we're thankful. The argument we had with our coworker, we're thankful. Dealing with our bullshit ass boss, we're grateful. Because there's a blessing on the end of all of that. Trust me, there is. And so, of course, the more grateful that we are for the life that we have, of course, we can manifest the life that we want. All right? So either way, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm not going to edit that. That's just going to stay what it is because I just do one take and then I just post it. I don't give a shit. But, yeah, man. So tomorrow's officially day 201, which means we're about this much closer to day 365. All right? But either way, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We will do it again tomorrow as always. So stay blessed. I'll holler at y'all later, all right? Peace.